Hey everybody, how's it going out there?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
It's going pretty good here. We're just dodging the bandit. Well, we figured this would be a good video for you. Everybody's got their gear together, getting ready to go out on a trail, and you decided that you're going to cook instead of cold soak.
Nobody wants cold food in the middle of winter.
Well, a lot of people do it.
Oh, I know. I did not want it.
I did not want it. We did cold soak in the mornings.
Once it got warmer.
We were about 3/4 of the way done now.
Yeah.
So we'll go over two of the most popular
Options
that we saw on trail anyway. I think they were the most popular because at least they were around us. And we'll go over what they are, and we'll show you what we determined on for us. And then you can decide what's easier for you. All right.
All right, so our first option is the Jetboil Flash. It's compact. Everything fits right inside of it. It's 14.1 ounces. You have your lid. You have your burner inside. You have your stand for your fuel. And you have your measuring cup. Jetboil cold, 1 liter. It has 2-cup boiling capacity though, 16 ounces, even though it'll hold a liter. It has fins at the bottom to help disperse the heat, and it's much more quiet than some of the other options. It also has indicators on the side. When they heat up, they will turn bright orange or reddish colored. Once all 3 fins are filled up, then you know it's boiling at its hottest. Assembly is easy. You just screw your top on. Eventually. Your fuel is set. We got to add our water. Add our water. Fill it to our max fill line. You can see it on the inside.
Where's the line? We got to see.
And there's your max fill line right down there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Put your cover on. Because we're on a flat surface, we won't use the kickstand for the fuel canister, but it does help when you're on uneven surfaces. Turn on your fuel. And we got a little igniter on it already. No need for your lighter. Line it up and twist it in place. We are now heating.
Set your timer?
Set the timer.
All right. We'll see how long it takes. What do you think?
I'm thinking about 120 minutes.
120 minutes?
120 seconds.
All right.
I said the Jetboil should heat to capacity, of course, depending on temperature, between 90 seconds to 120 seconds. Notice the volume on this is really quiet. Does make for talking around the table when everybody's cooking a lot easier.
While the Jetboil's going, we'll talk about your fuel. When it's cold, you got to keep it warm. So about a half hour before you're going to use it, put it in your jacket. It'll help it out, especially when it's getting low. It has trout, and you got to shake it up.
Yeah, make sure you shake it up because some of the fuels will separate. So when you shake it up, it'll blend those fuels back together and it'll burn it more efficient for you.
All right, well, we got steam. Yeah, let me turn this around. We're starting to get some steam. It's starting to light up here. It's getting there. It's almost 3 minutes. That 2-minute boil is more like on a 60-degree day, 70-degree day. It's 45 right now. We're at 3 minutes.
Yep.
And we're just about there at 3. What do you think? Yep, you're there.
We're there.
All right. So, and that took us...
3 minutes, 17 seconds.
All right. All right, she did the Jetboil. I'm going to do the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. This setup is 7.4 ounces, I believe. I got a Tokes titanium cup. It's a 750 milliliter. keep the stove right inside. That's your little, so a little dome on top. I don't know if that's for wind or if that's just to spread the heat out. About halfway through the hike, it broke off, but it still worked fine, so we just kept going with it instead of not getting a new one. This one sets up fairly easy. That's all spread out there. Undo your valve, make sure it's closed. Now this one you can adjust the flame height. The jet boil doesn't allow you to do that. It's just one steady no matter what. No matter what you turn that fuel on. So I'm thinking it's the inlet. I'm assuming, I don't know. That controls what fuel comes in.
Right.
Alright, this is not hot anymore, so I can pull this off. Alright, I'm going to use a different fuel can because in the cold temperatures, once you start going back to back, it gets difficult to get the boil. You start to lose. I don't know what the deal is with it, but it gets super cold. So, we'll put this can on.
It's a little bit warmer.
Shake it up. Get the lighter in there. There you go. Reset the clock. Start that. Alright, we are a minute and 8 seconds in. We're still going strong here. It sounds awfully loud. I think this is going to go faster than the other one.
What did you say?
Exactly.
We can't hear you.
Exactly. Two minutes. We're at 317.
I'm not seeing steam yet.
No, but it's getting close.
It's getting there. I can hear it.
Oh no, it's a lot. We're getting steam. Take a look at that.
Oh, I see
Look
it.
at that steam action.
You're
See,
boiling.
it's rattling. We're there at 445.
445. What are you going to do with it now?
I'm going to make a hot chocolate. What else would I do? We got ourselves some Swiss Miss action going here. I get the package open.
It's very good on the trail. Warms you up nice.
Especially when you're starting off in February.
Mm-hmm. We had some pretty cold mornings.
See, when your fingers get cold, you can't open everything. Oh, look at that.
Looks good. Now all we need is some water. Do we have hot water?
We have boiling water.
Oh, one thing to be aware of. Check the handles before you grab them. Sometimes they can be really hot. So always keep some sort of little cloth with you to use as a pot holder. We usually use
I use a spork. I only have a spoon.
you can use a microfiber or a handkerchief or something just so that you can grab it and not burn yourself, because speaking from experience, I burnt myself a couple times not thinking. You gotta stir those a little better.
Yeah, I know. Cut. All right, what do you think?
Good job, chef.
Was it worth it?
Mm-hmm. And this is what you do to warm your hands on trail.
That's right. All right, well, we used them both. So the Pocket Rocket Pro Mini 2 took a minute and a half longer to boil.
Yep.
It seems to struggle more in the colder weather. We used it the entire time on trail.
Yeah, we opted for that. We went back and forth a few times. We ended up going with the Pocket Rocket because it was lighter.
All right, well, we'll talk about weight. The jet boil was 14.1 ounces. That was the jet boil with the stove itself and the little legs all put together. And then the
Mini 2.
The Mini 2, or Pocket Rocket 2, the stove with the Toke's cup and the towel in it was 7.4, so a little more than half the weight.
And we were with the loads we were carrying, we opted to go with that.
Just to divide it up, I carried a fuel can, extra fuel can. She carried the fuel can we were using. So we always had a backup. We opted to go with
8.1 ounce fuel cans.
as opposed to the 3.5 ounce cans, because we were just burning through them anyway. And that stove really struggled in the cold weather with it. Because we would, well, it was always a double boil because it was both of us. By yourself, probably be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Weight-wise, the small can, I believe, fits in this Tokes.
As it does in the jet boil as well.
And it fits in that as well. This can does not fit in either one of them. This can is twice the volume and only $1 more, though. So we did that. We went through a lot of fuel, as you can imagine. We boiled in the morning, and then we double boiled at night. Sometimes we double boiled in the morning.
Sometimes double boiled in the morning, yeah.
We would do coffee and oatmeal. Later on, we just opted to cold soak the oats overnight, but we're still boiling at night.
And somebody always had to have his coffee in the morning.
In the end, I was having cold coffee. But not at night. I had to have at least one hot one somewhere. All right, so the jet boil flash goes for
110 to 145 we were seeing around our area. You can always find them on sale, or you could always get them with REI points and things like that
Could
also
do that.
to help save on costs.
And the Pocket Rocket was 49 to 59. And then the Tokes Cup was 25 to 30, depending on where we looked.
So
it was a little less, and it was almost half the weight. I didn't see anybody with trouble with either one of these stoves.
those were the most popular. There were a few other items that we saw on trail that people were using.
Oh, hang on a minute. We got to let Bandit out. He's barking. All right, we're back.
We're back. So a few other items that people were using. We saw a few people that were using alcohol stoves, using just rubbing alcohol or an alcohol blend and burning that on their stoves. And then there was one person who actually had a wood burning stove. So I mean, there's multiple options out there. The easiest and fastest that was for us was the fuel canister and using the Pocket Rocket for us.
And the fuel was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got crafty and they had a transfer piece, and they were just gathering up empty cans, and they were able to fill up their own can.
Yep. When you went to hostels, they had to transfer one. People would throw in, stuff that had just a little bit left and get a fresh one. And they topped theirs off with whatever was left there. So
you can make your choice on your own. If you were going to do it again,
if I was going to do it again and it was just me, I would use the jet boil with the 3.5 ounce can and have everything all tucked into the one unit.
I think I agree. I think I would. It's faster. It uses less fuel, and it does have less issues in the cold.
Yeah.
It still has issues as long as you warm up the fuel, though. It's less of an issue.
Yeah, and it's got that windscreen at the bottom, so it really holds the flame better to the cup when you're heating things up. The Pocket Rocket, we would have to build some stuff around it on windy days just to try and hold the flame. So we got creative.
Oh yeah, but either way, they both worked.
Yep. If you're looking for weight reduction, the Pocket Rocket is obviously the way to go with the Tokes Cup. If you don't mind carrying a little bit of extra and have a little more convenience and save on some of the fuel cost, not by a whole lot, obviously, but you would save on some of the fuel costs, then jet boil is the way to go.
I do agree. All right, well, I hope it helps you out in your decision, and we'll see you next time. Peace. As a side note, this big can here is 15 and a half ounces. We take that car camping. I didn't take that on trail. But there were some people with that out there. They get them at Walmart. I don't remember the price, but it's probably a lot cheaper buying it that way too, if you don't mind the weight. All right.